Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. My name is Denise Vargas. I'm a part of the Horse and Livestock Trailer Sales here in our Frederick, Colorado location. We're located about 30 minutes north of Denver. Can't miss us. We're right off of I-25, so if you ever happen to be driving by, you want to stop and take a look at some of our inventory, please feel free to do so. Now, we do carry anything from new to used. The unit that's currently sitting behind me is going to be a used unit. This is a 2012 Hart 3-horse gooseneck. You got a folding rear tack in the back. You also got your front dressing room / tack room as well. The trailer has WERM flooring. We're looking at 60/40 doors, slants in the back, all the things. This trailer is 19 feet on your floor length. It's about 7 feet height, and then you are looking at about 6'9" wide. So we're just gonna go ahead and get started on our trailer so we can take a look at it and see the features that it's got. So as we can see on our hip side on this end, we do see the full white sheeting on the trailer, so it is a full white sheeted trailer. We do have a couple bus windows on this end, so you are seeing the bus window in the nose area as well as one bus window located just a little bit further back on that short wall over here, so you guys do have some ventilation up in there. Now, as we make our way to the back half of the trailer over here, we do have, our standards on most trailers are going to be bus windows on your hips. You do have a light right off of the top over there where you can get some light going on this hip end of your side. And then you guys do have 3 of your tie hooks over here as well. Now, as we climb to the bottom over here with our axles and our tires, we do have double axles. So you guys do have 2 6,000-pound axles on here. And then we are seeing those 16 and those steel wheels on there as well. So you guys do have those features on this trailer, as we can see there. And then as we make our way to the full rear side over here, as I mentioned, we do have 60/40 doors, so this is going to be your 40 to accommodate for that folding rear tack over here, and then you guys do have that 60 over here for your loading and unloading as you guys are working with your animals in this instance. On this 60 door, we do have that kick mat on this bottom half, and then you guys do have also a bus window on the top, so you guys can get a lot more ventilation that way as well. And then as we work our way to what is the folding rear tack on this side, you guys do have access again to fold this and just use it as just your stall back here. But if you guys wanted to use the front end as your dressing room, not much of horse stuff up in the front, you guys can move your saddle rack to the back over here. It does have the hinges on the bottom and the top where you guys can locate that saddle rack for you, and then you guys can just work off of this folding rear tack back here. You guys do have your load light up there, and then off to the side on this 40 door, we do have again that kick mat on the bottom. You guys will have a brush tray on the bottom over here of that door as well, and then a couple of those bridle hooks just right off top for you guys there. Now, as we look into the trailer itself, we are going to touch on that flooring a little bit. This is the equivalent to WERM flooring, so you guys do have WERM flooring on this trailer. It is colored WERM, so you guys do have, a little bit of color in there, some of that black incorporated on there as well. And then as we work our way into the trailer, you guys do have, your butt strap on here, your butt bar, or whatever you guys want to call it. And then whenever you guys are ready, you're not using it, this guy kind of just has its little home. So if you guys don't want to use it, you don't want to have it up, you just want pretty much it out of the way, you guys do have a little home for it right there where you don't really have to worry about it as much. Now, as we work our way into the trailer itself, we do have, again, it's a 3-horse, so you guys are going to be seeing your 2 dividers. The dividers are going to be spring loaded as well, so immediately we'll want to shoot over to that head side of your trailer over there. They are going to be full solid dividers, so you're going to have a full solid divider on here. This guy back here is a subdivider, so if you guys were to pull on this guy back down here and you push it in, that way you guys don't really have to worry about it. Let's say you're moving 2 horses, you don't want to have the folding rear tack up, so you want to push the folding rear tack over there. You just want this guy to be out of the way. You can just close it on that subdivider right here, push it down to that head side, and then you don't really have to worry about it anymore. Now, as we work our way into the front part of it, you guys are seeing one more divider up here. This is going to be a stud divider. So you guys do have the full stud on the bottom. The bottom does have that kick mat material, so you guys don't have to worry about, you know, if your horses like to kick, if you have a paw or all those kind of things. They're not going to hurt themselves on just that aluminum on there. So you guys do have the kick mats on the bottom, and then again spring loaded, and then a full aluminum divider. So once you guys do undo the latch, the divider is immediately going to want to push this way towards you. Now as we work our way towards the very front end, we do have an escape door on this side. So the very first stall for you guys is going to have an escape door. On that escape door, you guys are also going to be seeing that chest bar, so you don't have to worry about opening that door and your horse immediately want to shoot out from the here. So you guys do have that chest bar on here, and then as you typically would see, your jail bars, your window on that side, and then right on top of our windows, we are going to be seeing those 2 tie hooks. So you guys do have 2 tie hooks on this trailer. A very nice feature that I like on this guy is that full kick mat part that they have on this front and bottom for your escape door. So in case of an emergency, anything like that happens to y'all and you need to get your horses out, you're scared of them hurting themselves coming out, anything like that, you guys do have that protective layer on there for y'all, so you don't really have to worry about it. Now as we see on this side over here, we do have customers that they like trailers that have stud dividers and they have a pass-through door, because they'll also use this stall as storage whenever you guys are traveling or anything like that. So this trailer does have that pass-through door to get you guys into the front dressing room area. So this is where you guys would access to be able to come in and out if you guys are needing whichever way to use it. So you guys do have access to that up here. And then as we see on our hip side from the interior of our trailer, that is what your bus windows are going to look like on here. And then you guys do have 2 lights right off the top of those bus windows as well. So you guys do have some lighting inside of this trailer if you guys are working late or anything like that in here. Another thing that our trailer has are going to be our 2-way roof vents. So on the ceiling, you guys are going to have your 3 2-way roof vents. You can drag air in, pull air out, whichever direction you guys are needing to do that whenever you guys are working inside of your trailer, whether it's very warm or very cold. You guys never know. We are working with very crazy weather, especially this winter. But I'm going to get these doors shut for us real fast so we can see what our doors look like once we got them all shut. Once we get our doors shut, again, we are seeing that 60/40. So you guys do have those double doors back here, and then we do have our brake lights. So you guys are going to get your 4 brake lights, 2 on each side, and then some of your marker lights. We went over that load light as well, and then all your switches. So all of your switches for your interior stall lights, and then your exterior lights for both your head and your hip side are going to be located over here. So these are going to be all of your switches to operate all of our lights for our trailer for the interior stall and then the exterior sides for us. Now as we work our way to our head side of this trailer, I do want to mention this trailer does have some hail damage to our head side of our trailer. So there is some hail dings that you can see on here. It is throughout that white sheeted on this trailer itself. So this trailer does have some damage for our head side, but as we look at our head side, we do have, you know, our 3 tie hooks on here as well. So if you guys are traveling with friends, you know, you're at a show, your friends are coming towards your trailer, you need somewhere to hook your horse onto or anything like that, you guys do get 3 additional tie hooks over here as well. And then we are seeing again our drop windows. So you guys do have your 3 drop windows. Your escape door is also going to have that drop window on here. These windows will come with those jail bars. So you guys do have jail bars for this trailer on your drops. Again, it's very nice to use these guys because you don't really have to do much. You just kind of align your jail bars to those guys, and then you can get your jail bars down. If you want to ride with these guys down all the way, 1000% can do so. Or if you just want to do your jail bars, you know, you put them back in there and you just want to have your drops down, you can do that as well. And then they do have, you know, your bus windows. So you guys do have that bus window for all 3 of these guys, and they'll all work exactly the same. Now we touched on the escape door from the interior of our trailer. this is what it'll look like from the exterior. So once we get this door undone, you can see into the stalls that way. You guys can work in and out of there. If you're using it for storage, since it has that stud wall, you guys can use it that way. Or again, if you're just unloading or loading your horses sometimes off of here in case of an emergency, you guys can do that. But please, whenever you open it, always make sure you guys are closing it how you guys should, with that butterfly latch on there. Now, as I mentioned in the beginning, we do have the folding rear tag, but we also have the front on this end. So you guys are gonna get a front dressing room / tack room for y'all on this trailer. Starting with our door over here, we do have another brush tray for you guys. So you guys do have that on this door, and then you'll also have an additional bus window over here. So again, more ventilation for your trailer itself. Now, as we work our way into the trailer, we're gonna touch on our flooring super fast. We do have full carpet on this flooring. So you guys have a full carpeted flooring, as well as your entire drop wall into the nose area as well. And then as we are taking a look into the nose area, you guys can see that bus window that we saw from the exterior, as well as on the other side, we're going to be having another bus window on here. On the roof of this trailer, we are also going to be having a blanket rod. So if you guys are traveling right now that it's kind of cold and you're moving some jackets, all that kind of stuff around, it's kind of nice to have that so you don't have to have all your clothes just hanging around in your pickup whenever you guys are using it. Now, into the drop wall itself, we do have a boot box. So you guys will have full length boot box on here. So it'll go all across, and then you can also use it as a step up into your nose as well. Now, as we see the short wall on this guy, you do have some bridle hooks on here, as well as that bus window. And then this is the saddle rack that I was telling you guys about in the back. So you guys can move this one back and forth if you want to leave it here. If you want to move it and use your folding rear tack, you can do that as well. It's gonna have 3 of your saddle racks, 2 of your blanket bars on here, and then just right behind that guy, you are going to be seeing an additional bridle hooks back there as well. As we work our way onto here, you guys do have, you know, you can use this for your pads, you can use this really for whatever you guys are needing to use it for, but you do have access to that on there. And then again, as I was mentioning, inside of the stall area, you guys do have your pass-through door to get into your stalls over there. So you don't have to worry, you know, if you need to see your horses or anything like that, there is your pass-through door to get in and out of the trailer that way. And then this trailer does have 2 lights in here, so you're going to see one right on top of that door, and then you're also going to be seeing one on this side over here. The switch for those guys is just off to the side as soon as you walk into that door. So you're going to be seeing that switch right there to operate your lights in here for y'all. And then as we work our way towards the very front end of our trailer, we are going to be seeing the standard on this guy. So again, as I mentioned, white sheeting. You can kind of see a little bit more on the sheeting over here, that damage that it has, and you'll also be able to see it on that front end polished nose over here. But as we work our way under the nose, you guys do have a manual crank jack. So this is where your jack is at. Your crank is going to be right here. It's got its own little storage. You guys don't have to worry about just leaving it on the side over there of your trailer. And then as we work our way into the hitch, you guys are seeing the hitch, fully adjustable coupler. If you guys needed to adjust it, you guys can. And then we're also going to be seeing our safety chains. Please, you guys, whenever you're moving your trailer, make sure you guys are hooking on your safety chains, not only for the safety of you guys, but also the safety of your animals. We do not want anything to happen, so please use your safety chains. We're also going to be seeing our breakaway switch, so that guy's located right here as well. It's already tied onto the chain over here. And then as we see the front end of our trailer, you guys are seeing that stainless steel polished front end for our nose itself. And then as you guys can see, we do have pink ribbon on this trailer. This ribbon has been PDI'd. What that means is any of our used inventory that ever comes in through our lot, we will put it through a thorough shop inspection. It'll get aligned, it'll get bearings checked, brakes checked, all that kind of stuff, so you guys can make sure that you're driving on the road with a trailer that is safe for you and your animals as well. So we do that to any of our used inventory that comes through here. Just for you guys to know, we don't just sell you a trailer as soon as it hits the lot. We'll make sure that it is safe and well used for you guys to be able to, you know, call it your new home for yourself, but for your animals as well. And then, as I mentioned to you guys, this is going to be part of our used inventory. So this is a 2012 Hart 3-horse gooseneck. The stock ID for this trailer is 5U260036. Again, my name is Denise Vargas. If you guys happen to have any questions on this trailer or any other trailer that is currently in our lot, or maybe we don't have one that's in our lot, but it might be coming in on trade, please, you guys feel free to reach out. You guys are seeing my cell phone number as well as the office number and then my email. También hablo español para la gente que ocupe ayuda con alguien que les pueda dar servicio en español. Si a ustedes les gustó esta traila o están buscando alguna otra traila, a lo mejor no la tenemos todavía, pero puede ser que nos está llegando. Así que si ustedes tienen alguna otra pregunta, por favor no duden en marcarme. Están viendo mi número de celular, también el número de la oficina y mi correo electrónico. Again, you guys, if you have any questions, please reach out. We'll see you guys again next week. Thank you.